Carbohydrates are essential biomolecules, often referred to as hydrates of carbon due to their general empirical formula, typically CxH2OE. Chemically, they are polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones, or substances that yield these upon hydrolysis. Carbohydrates are classified based on the number of sugar units they contain. Monosaccharides, or simple sugars, are the simplest carbohydrates consisting of a single sugar unit. They typically have 3 to 7 carbon atoms and contain either an aldehyde group, known as aldose, or a ketone group, known as ketose, along with multiple hydroxyl groups. In aqueous solutions, 5 and 6 carbon monosaccharides predominantly exist in cyclic or ring forms, which are more stable. Examples: glucose, an aldohexose, is a 6-carbon sugar with an aldehyde group. It's a primary energy source for most living organisms. Fructose, a ketohexose, is a 6-carbon sugar with a ketone group commonly found in fruits and honey. Galactose, an aldohexose, is another 6-carbon sugar found as part of lactose or milk sugar. Ribose and deoxyribose, which are pentoses, are 5-carbon sugars that are crucial components of RNA and DNA. Disaccharides, or double sugars, are formed when 2 monosaccharide units are joined together by a glycosidic bond through a dehydration reaction, where a molecule of water is removed. Some common examples include sucrose, which is composed of 1 glucose and 1 fructose unit, lactose, which is made up of 1 glucose and 1 galactose unit, and maltose, which consists of 2 glucose units and is often a product of starch breakdown. Oligosaccharides contain 3 to 10 monosaccharide units linked together. They are less common in diets than other types of carbohydrates. Some oligosaccharides can be found in beans and root vegetables, and they can act as prebiotics, promoting the growth of beneficial gut bacteria. Polysaccharides, or complex carbohydrates, are long chains of many monosaccharide units joined by glycosidic bonds. These chains can be linear or branched. For example, starch is the primary energy storage polysaccharide in plants and is a polymer of alpha-glucose. It consists of 2 components: amylose, which is a linear unbranched chain of glucose units, and amylopectin, which is a branched chain of glucose units. Glycogen is the main energy storage polysaccharide in animals and is found primarily in the liver and muscles. It's highly branched, similar in structure to amylopectin but more extensively branched. Cellulose is a major structural polysaccharide in plant cell walls and is an unbranched polymer of beta-glucose units. Due to the beta linkages, most animals cannot digest cellulose, making it a source of dietary fiber. Lastly, chitin is a structural polysaccharide found in the exoskeletons of arthropods like insects and crustaceans and the cell walls of fungi. It's a polymer of N-acetyl-D-glucosamine, a derivative of glucose. From a nutritional perspective, carbohydrates are often categorized into 3 main types: simple carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates, and fiber. Simple carbohydrates, or sugars, are easily digested and rapidly absorbed, leading to quick spikes in blood sugar. These include monosaccharides and disaccharides. Naturally occurring sugars are found in fruits, known as fructose, and in milk, known as lactose. Added sugars are those sugars incorporated into foods during processing. For example, sucrose in candy and high fructose corn syrup in many sweetened beverages. Complex carbohydrates, like starches and fiber, take longer to digest and absorb. This provides a more sustained release of energy and results in less dramatic blood sugar fluctuations. These carbohydrates primarily consist of polysaccharides. Starches found in grains like bread, pasta, and rice, as well as in potatoes, corn, peas, and legumes. They provide vitamins and minerals in addition to energy. Fiber, indigestible carbohydrates found in plant-based foods such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and beans. Fiber is crucial for digestive health, regulating blood sugar, lowering cholesterol, and promoting satiety. Soluble fiber dissolves in water such as oats, beans, and apples. Insoluble fiber does not dissolve in water like whole wheat and corn. Carbohydrates serve several vital functions in living organisms. Glucose is the main fuel for cellular respiration, producing adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, the energy currency of the cell. The brain primarily relies on glucose for its function. Glycogen in animals and starch in plants serve as readily accessible energy reserves. When energy is needed, these polymers can be broken down into glucose. Cellulose forms the rigid cell walls of plants, providing structural integrity. Chitin provides structural support in the exoskeletons of insects and fungi. Peptidoglycans, which are carbohydrate-protein complexes, form the cell walls of bacteria. Building macromolecules. Monosaccharides like ribose and deoxyribose are integral components of nucleic acids such as RNA and DNA. Carbohydrate derivatives are also involved in the synthesis of lipids and proteins. Cell recognition and signaling. Carbohydrates are often attached to proteins known as glycoproteins and lipids known as glycolipids on the cell surface. These glycoconjugates play crucial roles in cell-cell recognition, adhesion, and signaling processes, including immune responses and blood typing. Sparing protein. When sufficient carbohydrates are available, the body uses them for energy, thus sparing proteins from being broken down for energy. This allows proteins to be used for their primary roles in building and repairing tissues. Lipid metabolism. Carbohydrates influence lipid metabolism. Adequate glucose levels inhibit the body's use of fats as an energy source, thereby having a fat-sparing effect.